Well, this first scrum will be interesting because the Six Nations officials on a Zoom conference call earlier in the week were giving heavy scrutiny to this England scrum. They were talking about the illegality in it. Matt Proudfoot was England scrum coach. Richard Cockrell's in now, taking over that department. Remember, England gave away 4 scrum penalties against South Africa. So let's see if things have changed from an England perspective under pressure from officialdom.
Yeah. I actually think it was a poor hit. It was a poor hit.
Scotland arriving here to Abami, Twickenham.
That England just at the edge and chose not to put it in. It's the wise decision that his front row will thank him for. And on that occasion, he was let away with it.
Ben White, remarkable, you might remember, scored that try against England at Murrayfield last season, only came off the bench as a replacement. England have had all the ball, all the territory, all the metres, and Ben White stepped up and scored. Of course, Scotland went on to win. Matt Fagerson was player of the match last year, the Scotland number 8. Up goes Finn Russell.
The offload that didn't go to the hand, and Scotland perhaps getting a little bit fortunate with the knock-on, forcing England into that knock-on that gives them the scrum put in. But if ever you were looking for one moment to show the intention and the intensity that Steve Borthwick wants in his side, it's that Freddie Stewart first carry.
There's not many people who sit down Sione Tuipulotu, who's 16.5 stones of tongue and blood, qualifies for Scotland through a granny from Greenock. And the Scotland scrum is fed. Knows Andrew Fagerson, remember Lions Clydehead.
No.
And Paul Williams, he'll want to reset. England, Scotland, been playing each other since.
Having been here 2 years ago, Robbo, I have to say it's so good to be around the fans at Twickenham. You know, they came here looking for a performance from England. The Scots come here looking at Gregor Townsend's side, hoping that they can go back-to-back at Twickenham.
Yeah, of course, the stadium was empty in 2020 because of COVID.
Leaning over.
From Scotland 1, Rory Lawson alongside me, former Scotland scrum half and captain.
Closing the gap.
And Stuart Hall
was poor enough that he shouldn't have taken that. Man of the quality of Alex Dombrant, it was almost like he saw that the defence had read it and they were braced and ready to belt him. Just took his eye half off it. So potentially just going to catch it with one hand rather than two. You know, it is the basics of the game that we teach at the lowest level, albeit he's got hands like dinner plates. He can probably do that, but on that occasion, not going to hand, and it just gives Scotland another opportunity to ride that English attacking purple patch.
Remarkably, England 6 defeats in the last 10 Six Nations games since they last won the championship matches. And there's the power game. England with more carries than Scotland, a lot more gain line successes and a lot more metres, but look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, they're playing rugby in the right areas as well. This long kicking game certainly getting them into the right areas. So far, Scotland, you always know you've got to be clinical when you come away from home. Scotland have been so far with the little possession and territory they've had.
That'll put a few smiles on Scottish faces, winning a scrum penalty. It happened a few years ago. Lovely weather that day.
Time back on.
2019 at Twickenham, that astonishing 38-all draw. A match of 11 tries, Scotland 31-0 down to lead 38-31 before a late George Ford try.
Fine! Set!
Clean, and the scrum twists away, and England have come out on top there. They've got the penalty and pats on the head for
by Paul Williams. Not pushing straight. It was a really dynamic twist in the scrum, wasn't it? The ball came in and it was relatively square, and within a second, you just see there, just spins round. I'm not sure whether the call goes against Schoeman for stepping sideways.
Jimmy George taken by Lewis Ludlam.
Arguably one that he will not forgive himself for from the kick-off without being under a huge amount of pressure. And we talk so much, don't we, Rob, about kick-off, diffusing a kick-off, exiting your lines and then trying to get that gain in territory before the next breakdown. On this occasion, they spoon-fed Scotland the platform.
He has 12 carries, though, and those mistakes. Dombrant, 60 metres he's made. And turnovers into that mix. Harlequin.
Okay.
17 tries for the
Control
Queens
your
in the last
space.
27
Control your
matches for them.
space.
There's
Make it easy for me.
Cal Sinkler taking off with concussion. So I think we got a top couple of late tries.
Again, we were talking at half-time, the front row forwards, the work they get through. Genge and Sinclair, Schumann, Turner, George, you know, even Nell in the advanced 37 years, and the ability to handle the ball and understand how to play, it's really so impressive.
Well, Genge is the next number 8 and centre. You quite often find that now. Top forwards who played in the back row and in the back line.
Ball available.
Here's Ben White,
Nothing
missing
clear.
out Russell. Sione to a Piloto, lovely move from Scotland. Here's Hogg. England had to chase across fast.
He got into England's 22, scored points. On this occasion, even just a little unforced error than that just provides the opportunity for Scotland to get territory, which they really have struggled with.
Has Porridge reached England from Scotland?
I'd imagine so. So most of what's good in Scotland, everybody else wants. I reckon they would hold off on the little dram of whiskey, and with any wisdom knows that porridge gives you half a chance on any given day.
You cannot beat porridge with a little dram of whiskey and some double cream. Ooh, no.
If you know, you know.
Dombrand goes off, Ben Earl comes on. There he is, number 20. 14th cap, all off the bench. It's a big drive again. Scotland under pressure. Get the ball out quickly enough to Sione to a Piloto, using his bulk to try and get himself to work.
Goodness.
Look at the carries. We kind of wonder he's exhausted. 17 carries, and good carries they were too, most of them, plus that try.
New men, space and balance. Space and balance.
And over 80 metres in total, which is remarkable for a prop forward. But again, it shows what the modern game is all about.
A little bit concerning to see Finn Russell on 15 as Scotland's top carrier within that. I guess that highlights the time that the English defence have taken away from him, forcing him to carry at times whereby otherwise he might have passed.
Advantage. Lewis Loveland's gone into number 8. Wow. Car crusher stuff from England at scrum time. Winning the, as you say, we're a very understated individual with a very dry wit.
It's just the cohesion, staying in the fight here. It's a big call, probably. You know, going for England. They were going forward, just edging Scotland backwards. The ball was in for that long time.